Hey guys, it's Douglas G14B here with my second update on Battleship 2.0. Last time we left off, I had made Player 1. Player 1 was working. The battleship selection screen, the firing display screen, and the control panel were all functional. Since then, I have, well, as you can see here, this used to be on a cliffside. I had to move that up, and I actually moved the whole device backwards about 150 blocks with MC Edit, and I added these bus wires that you can see right here. Once my chunks load, loading kind of slow because the server is overloaded just by the redstone sitting here inactive. I added these bus wires coming off here. These will go to the other player's screen so he can see where you fired at. And as you can see here, I added Player 2. Player 2 is now up and running, just as good as Player 1 is. It took me about 4 hours, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, to actually paste this with MC Edit, because MC Edit kept giving me out of memory errors. Well, not out of memory errors, just memory errors in general. I had too much stuff going on with it, I suppose. But I will go over here and I will do a quick demonstration. Once these chunks load, they're loading very, very slow since there's such a ridiculous amount of redstone on this map. Actually, I just recently learned of a redstone glitch where any redstone torches that are on chunk boundaries, redstone torches that are sitting off of the side of a block, such as this one right here, or let me find another example, if I even have one. I don't have one immediately. But any redstone torches that are sitting off the side of a block, these ones for instance, they can actually disappear on you. They can fall off if they're on a chunk boundary. Because let's say this torch is in chunk A, and right here is the chunk boundary, and this redstone wire is in chunk B. When the redstone updates, and let's say that chunk isn't actually properly loaded all the way, it would cause this block right here to think that it's not here, which would cause this torch, since torches can't flow in midair, it would cause this torch to actually fall off, which can just ruin your redstone creations. This is a bug that I hope Notch fixes, and it's a bug I'm very happy I haven't encountered yet, because I would be devastated if, for instance, if this was on a chunk boundary and all these torches fell off. That would ruin my day. Alright, Player 2. As you can tell, my battleship selection screen is all on right now. I was doing some repeater checks, pretty much just seeing, make sure all my wires were going far enough, all my repeaters were right. And this screen still isn't hooked up, and this screen's blank. Right now, everything still has the same delay, about 3 to 4 seconds delay between your input and before it comes around to your output. But currently, because the server lags so bad, when you put any sort of input in, it actually manages to crash it. Well, sometimes it crashes it. Other times, you can take almost 30 seconds to a minute for the display to come back out. It has that much lag to it. Excuse me. Allergies are kicking my butt. Alright. Let me do a quick reset here. Oh yeah. I actually have to reset this longer because of server lag. It won't update the redstone lighting, the wires. It won't update the signal on the wires for quite some time. And every once in a while my reset will fail. Alright. These are levers for now, just change them. Alright, let's select. Why can't I select this? This is retarded. There we go. Alright. Let's select G3. Alright, G3 is selected. Fire. See how long it takes to get here. As you can tell, it's taking an extremely long time before it turns to night. Sometimes it takes long enough that it actually fails because of the server lag. It's ridiculous. I'm actually going to have to upgrade my server just for this. Oh god. Yeah, as you can see, there are problems. There are lots of problems. Actually, that might have been my error. Yes, it was my error. All of these were on. I was derping. Excuse my derpedness. Let me reset this. And that should be good. And reset this. Now you can tell it's lagging. There we go. As you can tell, how some of this redstone wire is still lit. There we go. Now it's turning off quickly. Awesome. You're gonna watch this turn off in sections. It'll just slowly turn off in like little bits at a time, depending on the lag on the wires. There we go. Now it's all off. Let's try this again. Select G6 There we go. And set. Let's see what comes out. Alright, that was actually pretty quick compared to what I've been getting used to lately, which is just absolute slowness. But I'm going to show you where the battleships will actually plug in to the game engine. Right here is this tower is the battleship's output, where the battleship selections are. I'm having blue wire run under here, well, blue selector running under here, and it'll actually go up right here when it's on. Let me show you real quick. There you go. When it's on, it will do that. To turn the torch off, turning this off, and so on. Let me give you an example of how this thing will flash. I'm gonna cheat the system and turn this one on. Should flash. If it doesn't, nothing's right yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I have this backwards. I guess I gotta invert it in some place. I'll figure that out later. But as you can see, it flashes. It's a pretty slow flash. The slower the flash, the better, the less server lag it will cause, which is always nice. And actually, let's see here. Actually, let's find the one that's on. Let's find one of these ones that's on right here, and cheat one of these into thinking it's working. There you go. Cheat that one. Do that. Then give it an input, and it will flash. Alright, let's go to our screen and see if it's flashing. It's like a maze navigating through there. Let's look for the flashing one, if it's even here yet. Oh, there we go. Down this corner right here. Nice steady flash to it. Well, semi-steady flash. Would be a steady flash if it wasn't for the server lagging really bad. Yeah, my server is completely overloaded. Even with this just sitting here idle, it gives you errors asking you if the server can't keep up. Has the system times changed, or is the server overloaded? It will just constantly do that to you. Alright, let's check it here. See if it's flashing again. There we go. It's flashing now. For now. Might stop here shortly. Let's get really close to it, see if that was the reason why. Maybe those chunks became inactive. Yep. Right here, standing right where I am right now, the chunks where it's at the end of the wire are so far away that they actually can't be activated. They're not active, which means the flash actually can't get to me right now, which would be a concern, but we can put an NPC plugin in so that we can have an NPC, pretty much a non-human player, just non-human character, just sitting right somewhere in the middle of this whole device, and that'll keep the chunks active. We can pretty much have the NPC there permanently. Yet now you see it's flashing again. Yeah, this is Battleship 2.0. I hope to get it done soon. I hope to. I'd say next week or so, maybe a little bit longer, and it'll be done. 1.8 has been fun. I've been messing around with the pre-release of that a bit. The Redstone Development Foundation is actually going to be, I'm helping them set up a survival server right now. We're going to set up a 1.8 vanilla survival server for RDF members only. When the plugins stop pretty much playing around in their own crap and get put back together after the 1.8 update, we will be releasing the IP publicly so that the public can also log on and play with the rest of us. That'll be nice. Get those RDFers out there and social, since they seem to be the antisocial type anyways. But yeah, here is Battleship 2.0. This is update number 2. Player 2 has been added, and some of the display bus lines have been made. Hope you enjoyed.